Hey, I'm Garrick. This is Jaime. We're here again to teach you guys, well, not to teach, but to review another Jane Austen game, Jane Austen, the Matchmaker. Yeah, because there's not enough Jane Austen games out there. So this particular game, this card game, is not just about one particular book that Jane Austen wrote. It's about all of the books that she wrote, all 6. We know a little bit about Jane Austen, right? Mm-hmm. Is there a favorite movie or book that you like?
I like Pride and Prejudice.
You do?
Personally.
Well, why do you like it?
I don't know. It's the first Jane Austen novel that I ever read in high school, and I really loved Elizabeth Bennet's character. She's spunky, she's fiery.
Right. That to me, that introduced the world, I guess, to the whole Jane Austen series, right? I am a particular fan of Sense and Sensibility. You know, I really like that movie. It's too bad Alan Rickman died. Yeah, he played in that. He was very good. He was super handsome. Yeah. So it's really interesting because this game captures all of that. In this game, you get to start off with a character from that. So you get to pick the character that you want to start with. So for me, I wanted to do Emma Woodhouse from Emma.
And I have Elizabeth Bennet from Pride and Prejudice.
Yeah. On our turns, what we want to do is we have several actions we can do. We can draw a card from the deck or play a card in our hand to introduce the ladies to our social standings, right? So what I'm going to do in this round, I'm gonna draw a card.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to draw a card. All right. And that's all I can do. So the next move would go to you.
I guess the objective of the game is to marry all your ladies off.
It is, because you're a matchmaker.
I have a Mr. George Knightley who is interested in Caroline Bingley.
Oh, George Knightley and Caroline Bingley. So what I got to do is I have to kind of evaluate as a matchmaker to see if this is a good match. So if you look on the card, there's several traits on it. The first trait is the charm factor. So whenever the suitor proposes, he either has a charm factor that equals the charm factor to who he's proposing to, or he has a greater one. In this particular case, Mr. George Knightley has a higher charm status than Miss Bingley over here. However, and this is incredible, what we're wanting to trade for is the higher virtue number. You have a greater virtue number than this card, which means we trade the cards, if I accept your proposal, and you get this virtue of 1 and I get this virtue of 3.
It's a great deal for him.
It is. It's super good.
Probably I shouldn't have done that.
No. Winning. So we trade cards. So I get Mr. Knightley and you get Miss Bingley, and we put them to our marriage pile. So how about we just play a few rounds between each other? Normally you would do this with more people, but, and I'll put this online later, I have a variation of it. I invented one. So you can do that. Those are house rules. I'm just saying, if you have a game and you can change it, by all means.
Do it.
Well, no, I'm looking at your ladies over here, and
yes, take a gander.
They're very enticing. They're very enticing. I hear Mr. William Elliot is enchanted with Miss Elizabeth Bennet.
Oh, is he now?
Yes.
Let me take a look at his qualifications.
Yes, of course you can.
Ooh, virtue of 0. Miss Bennet has a virtue of 5. But he is charming. He has 4 charm points and a dowry of 3. At this time, I think Miss Elizabeth Bennet could do better.
No.
I will say no to this offer.
Sorry, Mr. Elliot, she wasn't into you, but we can get back at her later.
I think I will draw a card.
I'm wondering if you've ever been in a ball before?
No, but I would like to attend one.
Would you?
I would love to.
I'm gonna play a card that's all about throwing the ball. And in this game, I get points. Well, not points, but I get to draw more cards for as many ladies that attend.
And it just so happens I have one lady who would like to attend.
I have 2.
Ooh.
So because 3 cards were played, we get to draw 3 cards. Well, I get to draw 3 cards.
There's a lot of ladies out there. You know, Miss Mary Crawford would love to join your party.
Okay, so this is an element in the game that she just did. She can push another character on her opponent, because at the end of the game, if you have ladies still in your social circle, you can lose points. So your job as the matchmaker is to make sure they are taken care of. Thanks for that.
Welcome. She just wanted to spend time with Emma.
Oh, was that what it was?
That's what
of course. You need ladies. Stick with ladies. Anyways, so at the end of the game, you look at your marriage, are the cards that you traded for marriage, and you will add up the virtue, which is right over here. And whoever has the most virtue wins the game. What did you like about it?
I liked that you can mix and match the characters. Like Mr. Darcy doesn't have to end up with Elizabeth Bennet. He can end up with Emma or Lydia Bennet.
Yeah.
Or, you know, anything. It's
from different books too.
Yeah, and it's kind of fun because it's like a big chess match. You have to think about all the character values in order to make the most beneficial matches. To get the most points.
Fair enough.
I wish that this card game had a little more events, like more event cards. So the only event is the ball. But in that aspect, it is simple because you only have so many things that you can do. You can draw, you can play, you can propose marriage, or you can throw a ball.
And that happened a lot in Jane Austen books.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, that was a reoccurring theme in every single one.
You're having a ball or you're proposing to someone. Those are kind of your options.
Or maybe running off with a man. In the forest.
Scandal.
Yeah. Scandalous. My first impression of the game is that this game it captures a lot of the theme of Jane Austen, but it also has a strategy to it. So it kind of fits that. But more importantly, my first impression was looking at this, because it's a really small deck of cards.
It's tiny.
Normally, when people sell games, it's in big, huge boxes. You know, it has a lot of components. This doesn't have any components. This is a deck of cards and a small box that captures the spirit of Jane Austen. That's incredible. But either or, because I'm a Jane Austen fan, I like the game. I just enjoy playing the game, and I enjoy playing it as a character that might be in that universe.
Yeah.
Yeah? So not a character from the book, but a character that would have lived in the books. Does that make sense? Yeah, I know it does. So that's our first impression review. So